On my 30th birthday, that is 30, September 22, 1988, was the date Sean's View Entertainment was born. Huge news, rumors, that headlines on Raw and Stone Cold Steve Austin's return to WWE on the websites, the news sites, the dirt sheets, the websites, Wrestling Inc., WrestlingNews.co. Sean's View is going to let it all go, because this is the buffet, the platter, the drinks, the knives, the forks, the food being served up. Share, subscribe, smash the bell, and turn on all notifications on a day where I turn 30 years old. 2 more matches announced for Monday Night Raw. WWE News: Stone Cold Steve Austin advertised for WWE Super Showdown in Australia. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre, the current reigning, defending Raw Tag Team Champions, will put their titles on the line versus the Revival. The Revival, who needs to be rejuvenated, who needs to be revived, because the Revival, well, they could be good, they could be strong. The booking and the storyline behind them could be a hell of a lot better, but it will be the new Raw Tag Team Champions of Ziggler and McIntyre versus the Revival in a Raw Tag Team Championship match. Has been announced for Monday's episode of Raw. WWE also announced that Lashley will face Elias on this week's episode of Raw. The two had a match last week, but it ended in a DQ after Lashley's manager, Leo Rush, kicked Elias in the face while evading both him and Kevin Owens. Now, the updated lineup looks like this: Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler versus the Revival in a Raw Tag Team title defense. Brie Bella versus Ruby Riott. Elias versus Bobby Lashley with Leo Rush in his corner. And Stone Cold Steve Austin. Now, this is an Attitude Era feeling. This has an Attitude Era feeling and aura and vibe and behind it. Because you got DX, you got Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker, versus the Brothers of Destruction, and The Undertaker and Kane have no disdain. Add in a little of Taker and Kane. Do you smell what The Rock is wearing? As into a man with no sense of smell? No, that was an Attitude Era promo. That was funny. Back in the Attitude Era. You take a pound full of pain, give it some disdain, and throw in some Taker and Kane. Just look up that Attitude Era promo. The WWE at that time in 98 or 99 were selling perfume. I don't know how much perfume they sold, but they sold it. But will the WWE be able to sell the fact that the incomparable Hall of Famer, legend, toughest SOB in the WWE on my 30th birthday is apparently being announced in a tag team match between DX and the Brothers of Destruction in a tag team match? Viewers and subscribers, the WWE now, the way they build up storylines and pay-per-view and matches these days, it isn't by promo, it isn't by predicament, it's not by skits, it's not by storylines. No, viewers and subscribers, they build it by matches. How do we get from one match to the next? How do we get to a title match? How do we decipher who's the number one contender? Not backstage, not a storyline, not a predicament. No, let's just throw them in a ring, and that's how we'll set the table for a feud, for a match, for a pay-per-view. That's how the WWE does things in 2018. There is no strategy. There is no plan. There is just get these two girls or these two guys in the ring and we'll set up the damn thing. That's how it goes. That's what the WWE thinks. That's the creative. That's what happens in WWE in 2018. So viewers and subscribers, your thoughts, your comments on the current Raw card, the championship match, and Stone Cold potentially being the special guest referee for when DX, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H versus The Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction, at Super Showdown in Australia. Viewers and subscribers, will we see new Raw Tag Team Champions this Monday night? Can Brie Bella overcome the tattooed offense of Ruby Riott? And can Elias give the show performance of a lifetime and shut down Bobby Lashley once and for all? This is the Brash and Brazen. I work around the clock to keep it prolific, consistent, and dedicated on the top rumors, news, and headlines in WWE on a day where I turn 30. More to come. Stay tuned.